are on their way. Good evening, friends, followers and channel members. Welcome to Edinburgh. Hope you're all well, guys. Happy Tuesday. Hope you've all had a good Tuesday. I've just noticed there's an Easyjet aircraft that appears to be parked there at the gate with the spoilers up and the strobes flashing. That's something I would do. Oh, I hope you're all very well. I a little bit late to the out of the blocks tonight, guys. I wanted to do a decent length flight, you know, maybe up to 2 hours, and I've had some real PC issues. I say PC issues. I've had some Microsoft Flight Simulator issues. The sim just would not load. Turns out something had gone completely wrong with the Microsoft Store, and it didn't believe I owned the simulator. But well, there you go. Fingers crossed, we've got it all sorted. So I have reverted tonight to one of our all-time favourite routes, and that is, of course, heading into London Gatwick from Edinburgh, where we've got some ATC available as well at the moment too. So welcome, guys, into the chat. Talvin, we're not on the 320X, we are in the Fenix, so not the Neo tonight. We're on the Fenix A320. Achim, Adrian, Peter, good evening. Pete Scarif, good evening to you. Fabrice, David, hi J Hog, Dark Furies, watching over on Twitch, Dark. Ace Airstream, good evening. Says good evening, great to catch a live stream now back in the UK. In fact, on the Gatwick motorhome and caravan site, so we'll look out for us on arrival. Are you parked next to the big sign that says welcome to Luton? I need to get that in the sim, don't I? It'd be great to see that. Hey Barry, hey Alfie, Chomper. Someone has made a mod, so that is actually available. You can actually go and download that on flightsim.to, which I'm going to have to go ahead and do. Right, so we're live time. We are live weather. We're going to be pushing back hopefully in around 40 minutes time. The operational flight plan, if you're watching on YouTube, as always, is pinned into the chat. And we'll go ahead and go get going. And Christian, where do I get the Fenix A320 from? From the Fenix Sim website. A quick Google search should yield good results for you there, I think. Scotty, good evening to you, sir. Right, so on board, and oh, this doesn't look promising. Where's my screens? Oh, hang on, I know exactly what's happened here. Ha. Right, so we should be in a nice cold and dark state. I'm gonna guess that someone has disconnected my ground power unit and I'm now running on battery power. No. Can we light our aircraft up, please? There we go. That's much better. Peter, getting in nice and early with a traditional, very, very kind donation. Peter saying, I'm running out of things to say. Peter, you need not say anything. Always a pleasure to have you on board, Peter. We came into in fact, I based my last video at Copenhagen, and I was thinking of you whilst we were doing that. Peter, let's hope GSX doesn't give you the same issues as it did last time. Yeah, well, that was hilarious, wasn't it? Well, it was hilarious kind of in just making sure we didn't want to cry at the same time. That poor air traffic controller. Right, well, I just better go and check everything's all set up correctly here, because obviously we've just gone a little bit dark. Yeah, so that's fine. Packs off. Oh, look at that. We've got the 3 clicks again as we're powering our aircraft up for what it believes to be the first time. Alfie, I'm doing well, so thank you. Ace Ice Cream, it does say welcome to Luton. You're right as you fly in over, and on the approach to London Gatwick. Great little prank for all the passengers looking down, suddenly causing mass panic. Just turn the screen's brightness down, but basically, yeah, everything's all set up quite nicely. Oh, wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and get the ATC in a minute, and then we'll go ahead and start getting the passengers on board. Yeah, that all looks good. Alright, let's get the APU started. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Kevin, thank you for subscribing. Good to see a new subscriber nice and early. I'm very well. Is this the first time you're watching us live, Kevin? That would be amazing if that is the case. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's happening ATIS wise. 13135.
Blue. Runway in use 24, transition level flight level 75, surface winds 230 degrees 6 knots, cab OK, temperature +12, dew point +10, QNH 1005. Acknowledge receipt of information hotel. And advise aircraft type on first contact.
Okay, I think we've got enough information out of that. We've got our winds, we've got the weather, we've got the QNH, that's information hotel. That's QNH 1005, that's in. QNH 1005 there, that's in as well. Our initial climb out today is going to be, I think, 6,000. Because the batteries, because the power to the aircraft died, we've got to wait for the hour alignment, but that's no biggie. Give that a minute, we'll start powering up. Right, let's see what our operational flight plan has to say. Hopefully the stream's looking okay. It's not stuttering or anything like that. If it is stuttering, then let me know and I can change that for you. Just come out of the screen capture mode in Streamlabs. Talvin, good afternoon. Oh, mate, thank you so much for another kind super chat, Talvin. Great supporter of the channel, Talvin, recently. It's really, really kind of you. Saying, leaving early, sorry, here it is a little something. Oh, Talvin, that is very kind. Thank you so, so much. Hopefully you'll be able to watch this back at your convenience at some point. Right, Adrian says that chap spent nearly £4,000 on that sign near Gatwick. You'd have done it for half the price. £4,000? Are you kidding me? I just thought it was like loads of stones or massive rolls of masking tape. I haven't looked that closely at it. Operational flight plan there, we've got a payload of just under 15 tons, level 310, a little headwind to that as well. Alternate is Stansted, cost index of 4, plug fuel just under 5.5 tons. Let's have a look at the weather, see what we've got. Gatwick Airport, currently light showers of rain, scattered 1200, broken 16. Now just looking at the dew point, the temperature, they're very similar. It's going to start getting colder, so might get a little bit misty as the evening goes on. Shouldn't affect us though, we'll get in before that. Let's have a look, what's the date today? It's the 4th, isn't it? So yeah, there is just a chance of rain coming into Gatwick tonight, and yeah, it's going to be windy tomorrow. In fact, the UK I think is going to be quite windy in general tomorrow for anyone that fancies flying in the UK tomorrow with some gusty weather. Practice those crosswind landings. We'll get there before that. Let's have a look at what we've got with regards to our... Oh god, that looks a mess. Winds and turbulence up to flight level 250. I think that is. My eyesight isn't big enough to good enough to read that. Is it 250? I'll have a look on the other chart in a moment. But basically, oh, a nice cross wind with the jet stream as well as we're going. That could be potentially a little bit turbulent tonight, and some icing. Right, we'll definitely throw some extra fuel on board for that as well. So if we go with 5, we'll go 6. Oh yeah, go on then. 6 tons. 6 tons sounds reasonable. We'll go ahead and set that up. Should we start getting passengers on board now? It's been long enough, hasn't it, to get those on. We'll get GSX underway as well, and we will
boarding requested.
Boarding, fantastic. Cabin crew, refueling is underway, and the bags are starting to get loaded. So let's open the doors and allow our passengers on board. Kevin, I will be using the freeware Gatwick. Yeah. Just import that route, so that's all done. Let's have a quick look. Ah, there we go. Oh, why is it not got all the information for us? Let's just re-import that, shall we?
Pilot's boarding starting.
Brian says it was large rolls of some kind of material. Adrian, 14 letters which are 8 meters by 3 meters. Set the guy back £4,000 with a sign made to last. What happens when the council say you've got to remove it? You'd be gutted, wouldn't you? You'd be absolutely gutted. Right, 6 tons. Let's start that aircraft loading. Okay, so
crew boarding starting.
Yeah, we'll leave you to crack on with that. Dart, we've got a yellow weather warning for tomorrow, have we? Oh, okay. Right, so IRS, is that still aligning? Yeah, seems to be. That's fair enough. AirX cycle's fine. Oh, that expires tomorrow actually. So, have to update those later this week. Adrian, some people have more money than sense. Ain't that the truth? Right, our flight number tonight is Easy 53 Uniform Quebec. Not the nicest call sign. Does anyone else think that this looks a lot dirtier at night time? Maybe it's just the textures that we've got. What's our cost index today? Did I say? Is it?
Your crew has boarded.
4,
Passengers boarding starting.
310 with the temperature of -40. Ground temperature is 12. Tropo is 39059. I'll just grab the winds as well. Very good. Passengers boarding through a jetway today. I think we can just see them. Little look there. In fact, can we open the door? Can we open the door and see them walking in? Does that happen? Oh, it does. It's a shame they disappeared though into the void a little bit later on. I kind of like that. It's a shame they don't go any further. But that's quite neat. Lovely. All right, we've got the wind sorted. Let's have a look. We're departing to 4 goes on 1 Charlie departure, and then arrival at the other end is ILS 26 left, and we're expecting Kidley 1 Golf arrival. Dog Fury on Twitch saying he needs to sort that cabin out. Well, you're my MOC, Dog, so that's down to you, my friend. I don't think it looks too bad. Distance 396 miles, OFP 410, that's fine. What have we got for the departure? We've just got the Edinburgh NDB, which is uniform whiskey, I think it is. Yep. We'll throw that in there. 368, that's the one. Right, have we got a preliminary load sheet just yet? I think we have. Hazel, the tropopause is found in the operational flight plan, but not all of them I think have it, or if they do they hide it. Here on the Easyjet flight plan you can find it just there, so there's the tropopause. So using the Easyjet OFP layout with SimBrief. Kevin, you didn't know you could open the cockpit door in the Phoenix? Oh yeah, did you know you could open the windows as well? If you haven't tried that already, just you need to get rid of the tablet though in order to do it. At least I think you do. So yeah, you can grab hold of them, and if you can find the click spot, there you go. Remind me to close that though now before we go. In real world, it's very easy to remember because it's cold. But here in the warmth of the studio, it's not quite the same. Easy to forget, and then we'll get a pressure warning when we get past 10,000 feet. Alright, so zero fuel weight is 58.6. To sound louder as well now I've opened that window. 58.6. Take off weight, zero fuel weight. Is take off CFG is 31.6. Fuel for our alternate, let's call that 1.1 tons of fuel, and fuel planning. So Richard and Rich on Twitch, we're on the VATSIM server. Yeah. So not on any Microsoft Flight Simulator server. Block fuel 5.4, what we're doing, we're taking 6 tons, aren't we? So takeoff weight of 64.4, excellent, below max landing weight. And an extra 18 minutes of time to think. Let's go ahead, do the performance calculations for our departure. Kevin, you've been on FSLab's A320 for 5 years now. You've just moved to Microsoft Flight Sim. How are you finding it, Kevin? What do you think? Right, does the open window have an effect on the pressurization? Yes, it does, Brian. Yeah, I'm not going to show you, but yes, it does. So it's dry. We're going to go config 1. No. Off. Take off weight 644. CFG was, or what was it? 30.2. Grab the live weather. And full length. And that's given us 138, 140, 141.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Oh, my click spots.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Not right there. Transition altitude is most certainly not 141 feet. It is 6,000 here at Edinburgh. Flaps 1. And what's the flex? 63. There we go. Grab SimSmart, and then we'll sort out the engine out procedures. RLS, good evening. Edinburgh to Gatwick, your favourite route in Microsoft Flight Sim. It's just a really nice route, isn't it? Good scenery day or night. So, yeah, really good. For those of you wondering why I'm using this, I don't require any of the performance data. I just needed to access this bit just here. So, thrust reduction acceleration 1424. Go. And engine out procedure is non-standard. Okay. India Tango Hotel 8 DME, right turn to Edinburgh NDB and enter the hold. Okay, yeah, we've done this one a few times before, so let's go to secondary flight plan, copy the active. India Tango Hotel, that is the lock DME, isn't it? So I'm going to just go in and 108.9. We should be able to just flick that on. There it is. Even for redundancy, you can put this in if you wish. 108.9. There we go. Right, secondary flight plan. So, what was the engine out procedure? 8 miles from India Tango Hotel. So, Echo Golf Papa Hotel and 26. Sorry, 24. And a track of 2408 miles. Then we need to make a right turn, so just make sure we make a right turn. We'll go place bearing distance 01 360 3 miles, and then back to Echo Delta November NDB. Enter the hold. Inbound course is 241, and that is left turns. Let's check that out. There we go. So the reason that I had to put place bearing distance 02 in is just because had I have just left it going straight out to 8 miles and then turning back towards the Edinburgh NDB, there is a chance the aircraft could have decided that the quickest route, due to winds or whatever, would have been to turn left, and there's terrain down here, so we need to make sure that it turns right. And that is part of the procedure anyway. Hey Wayne, how you doing, mate? Not seen you for a while. Ewald on Twitch, hi mate. There was a Norway exam on VATSIM. Next time you check the weather first, it was winter ops for sure. It's getting to that time of year, isn't it? Definitely getting to that time of year. Once we've done that, we're coming back to Gatwick, Edinburgh, sorry. Edinburgh, if something's gone bang. We're not going to carry on to Gatwick, are we? And we will arrive ILS 24, no start, and no via. Done. Okay, we're all happy with that. Let's contact ATC and we will go ahead, get our clearance. I'm going to close that window now actually before I forget, because you know I will. There we go. Right, so that's all done. Let's have a look at the frequency I need for Edinburgh. Ground 1217. Edinburgh ground, good evening. Easy 53 uniform Quebec stand 1 type A320 requesting IFR clearances filed to London Gatwick, and we have information hotel.
Easy 53 uniform Quebec, Edinburgh ground, a very good evening. Clear to Gatwick on the Goshen 1 Charlie departure, runway 24, squawk 6242.
Clear departure runway 24, Goshen 1 Charlie and squawk 6242, easy 53 uniform Quebec.
53 uniform Quebec, Quebec correct.
Let's go ahead and pop that in. Just flip the frequencies for the moment. Cameron on Twitch says he's just coming back from Sharm el Sheikh. Do you know, I'd love to do a good Gatwick to Sharm. What a nice long stream that would be. I just need to find time to actually be able to do that. That's the only issue. Right, the initial climb I believe is 6,000 feet, but we're going to go ahead and do the brief now, and we'll get all of that sorted. Right, how are we doing with actual boarding? Let's see. I know we've still got a bit of time to go. I need to hurry up. Okay, well, that gives us plenty of opportunity just to check. Let's do the full brief. So, starting with the weather, there you go, nothing really concerning here. Winds are 230 at 6, so slight wind from the left, very, very slight wind from the left as we depart. Cab okay, temperature's 12, QNH is 1005, and we've gone ahead and got all that set up. Runway's dry, so good runway conditions. Weather en route, we can expect some turbulence, we can expect a little bit of icing maybe as well, so keep an eye out for those clouds. Weather on arrival should be fine. There's a possibility of a slight chance of rain as we get to Gatwick, so we'll see what happens when we get there, and keep an eye on the weather. Aircraft is type A320, fully serviceable, nominal performance as well. No NOTAMs for our departure this evening. Threats to be aware of. Let's just have a quick look and show you our surroundings, so you've all got a good little bit of essay. But really, it's not too bad. There is some terrain sort of like 30 miles away to the south of the airport, but that is pretty much about it. So no real threats with regards to rain. Decent length taxi as well, so it's not like it's a short taxi. We've got ATC controlling the traffic around us, so hopefully they will be on top of things. We don't need to watch out for rogue airliners not addressing or announcing their intentions on Unicom, so all should be fine with that. Let's work out where we're going and how we expect to do it. So we're stand 1, we're probably going to push back, well no, we're not probably, we are going to push back on Echo facing north, and then we'll either take Echo, Foxtrot and Alpha, I would imagine. Don't think it'll take us down there. I think it'll take us to go via Foxtrot. Normally bring the arrivals in here, and then we'll taxi full length departure. Expect stopping at Delta 1, full length departure, noise abatement 2, and we won't be doing single engine taxi. We'll just get everything set up and both engines burning. On departure then, a nice straightforward departure straight out to the Edinburgh NDB, and first turn is slightly to the right. Initial climb is 6,000 feet. Transition level is flight level 750. Emergency brief. It is a standard Airbus emergency brief. Engine out procedure is non-standard. And we're going to, if anything goes bang after V1, we'll get the aircraft into the air, rotate using 12.5 degrees pitch, then following SRS. Once we've secured the engine, shut that down, etc., and we've made our first turn, we'll then get ourselves up nice and safe to an altitude of about 4,000 feet as we head back towards the Edinburgh NDB. Once we're there, we'll decide what on earth we're going to go and do, but I would imagine we'll be coming back here. I've already mentioned that our takeoff weight is below maximum landing weight, so that's not even an issue. Kevin, thank you so much for your very kind donation, and I hope you're enjoying the flight. Oh, the flight we've not even got going yet, but I hope you're enjoying the stream this evening, Kevin. Great to see you on board as well. Right, let's see how we're doing with the loading. What's happening? Oh, well, still got another 50 odd people to go. Now this is where I kind of have an issue with GSX, because it's waiting for people to enter the fuel. Well, refueling is already completed and done, so we're just waiting for the passengers to do it. I'm probably going to have to reset GSX, to be honest, but, well, no surprise there. Just realised this is quite dark. Should we turn these up? Since the Fenix was updated, everything's always dark. Refueling is complete though, so we'll come ahead and get those turned off. External power can go. APUs quite happy running. Seatbelt signs can come on. Ground services, that can come off. Get rid of those as well. Yeah, and oh, that was the wrong button. Didn't mean to press that one. I meant to press the systems button. Oh, look, Asperia's Cat 2 in up. Well, we'll see what happens. The fact that they appear in real life, not as frequent as they do here in the Fenix, of course, but the fact that they appear in real life is quite strange that they see them. Martin, the overlay at the top is missing. Is it? Oh, hang on a second then. Let's see what's happening there. Ah, is that any better? I didn't know that was missing, to be honest, so good job you pointed that out. Thank you for that. Right, well, given that I was kind of late getting started tonight, I'm wondering if we could just sort of... Can we interrupt the loading of the aircraft now? And oh, I don't think we can. I was hoping I could just hurry the passengers along. It doesn't look like I can, but... well, never mind. Ginger Ninja, good evening, says, hi Gav, how are you? With GSX Fenix self-loading cargo, how the possibility to start boarding? How easy is it to integrate the three? Yeah, so you've just got to treat them completely as separate entities. GSX is purely visual. That's the only thing. So yeah, GSX is purely visual, so that's all that does. Boarding the actual aircraft, the Fenix anyway, is done on the EFB. And self-loading cargo is purely audio. So the three things, they kind of work separately. You've just got to set them all up at the same time, if you like, to try and get them get them all in the right sequence. They certainly do not communicate with each other. GSX does communicate a little bit with the Fenix with regards to the doors and things, but that is about it. William on Twitch, Ewald is right, so no burnout here. Yeah, so should we just sit and twiddle our thumbs for the next few minutes? I'll tell you what I will do. Let's save a little bit of time, shall we? Let's go ahead and get the let me just go ahead and get the en route weathers. Just give us a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Just had a message from the cabin crew. yeah, I'm just going to go and get some en route weathers just while we're sat here waiting for boarding. What else is there to do? So we'll just check out Echo Golf, Charlie Charlie. We're going to pass Manchester, of course, as we're on the way down there. So we'll send that off. Where else should we have a look? Actually, look at Stansted. That's one of the alternates tonight as well. There we go.
Right, yeah, we're just about set up here, so we're happy for you to close the doors once everyone's on board, and we'll get going. Thank you.
Boarding is still underway, but we're almost done. It shouldn't take much longer.
Currently raining at Manchester, overcast 1200 feet. Is Stansted any better? Oh, Stansted looks fine, doesn't it? Let's just come out of the AOC menu, that way they're not linked. Santiago, when are the AIEs releasing? I'm not sure, I'm afraid. J-Hog, I'm at gate 1. Martin T, you're a regular on the channel, so you notice when it's different. Fair enough. Oh, come on, guys. Last 10 minutes. What we got? There's 10, 12 passengers or so. William, you've stumbled across an article about Wizz Air pilots having fatigue problems. There was an article going around about Wizz Air. I didn't get a chance to read it. It was on our Discord server. I forgot who shared that. I'll have to go back and check that out when I get a chance. Tom says, good evening. Currently flying up to Heathrow from Malta. So far, so good. If you're on VATSIM, Tom, I bet you've got quite a bit of ATC as well on that route. What was our pushback time? Are we going to be late? 6 minutes. It's going to be very close, isn't it? Ops are going to be shouting at me. Carl B. Good evening, Carl. Hope you're well, sir. Hope you're well indeed. Alright, well, I'm waiting for the passengers. We're pretty much ready to get going anyway. So, aircraft acceptance is completed. Our fuel quantity is 5960. Seatbelt signs are on our Adirs. Oh, let's just go back, double check those because they were realigning, weren't they? There we go, 3 navs. And the barrel ref QNH is 1005, 130 feet. Andy, good afternoon from Toronto. 11. The passengers need to hurry up. Yeah, too right. We should be nearly there now, I think. Can't be far off. There we go. Boarding has completed. Now this is where we have a slight issue because fuel truck is in position. I need that to do one. If I prepare for pushback and departure, I don't think the fuel truck will disappear. Yeah, just waiting for fueling to complete itself. So what I have to do then is we just have to reset the position. Everything disappears. Everything should come back up in a second, but I'll go through and we'll close the doors. Ready to get going then soon. Hey, Air Marshal 5, how's Nebraska's weather treating you?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our Easyjet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Thanks a lot.
Right, let's get the ground crew into position and let's head off to Gatwick, shall we?
Cabin crew, we're all ready to go, so please arm the doors and cross-check. Thank you.
we need to contact ATC as well, of course.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck this morning, let me welcome you on board this Easyjet aircraft as you settle in for what we hope is going to be a most enjoyable flight. The weather today doesn't look to be posing much of a problem, so we should have a nice smooth ride for you throughout the duration of the flight. And as the cabin crew continue making their last preparations, if you could please assist them by getting yourselves sat down, your seatbelts fastened, and make yourselves nice and comfortable. The ground crew have now finished loading the aircraft, and we're just about finished with all our pre-flight checks, so it won't be long until we are pushing back. If you would please give the cabin crew your full attention as they
Whoa, slow down.
Briefing, we'd very much appreciate it. So on behalf of myself and the first officer, we'd like to say thank you for choosing EasyJet today, and we look forward to giving you a safe flight.
Didn't realise Michael Schumacher got a new job doing the tugs at Edinburgh Airport.
Locking gear.
Edinburgh ground, easy, 5-3 uniform, Quebec stand 1, we're ready for push and start.
Easy 53 uniform Quebec, stand 1, push and start approved, face north.
Push and start approved, facing north, thank you, easy, 5-1 uniform, Quebec.
I don't know why I give you facing north, there's nowhere else to go, is there?
Not really. Well, unless we're going to drive to...
You just get so used to it when you're at a different airport like Manchester.
I mean, we could face south and just drive down the M1 to London. And... all good. Let's push back.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines are clear. Start at will.
Engine selected to ignition and starting engine 1. Right, so whilst they deal with the tug, let's have a quick check on our final load sheet. Takeaway at 643, that's fine. 155 passengers, 1 infant. And the takeoff weight is 29.1. Lovely. Don't need to rerun anything. All is good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that
Engine
your
1 stable,
nearest
starting
exit
engine 2.
may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails,
This is Easy 122. We have an A320 in sight.
Parking brake set.
Put the mask over your nose and mouth.
Easy 122, very, very many apologies. If you just take your next right onto stand 16 or 17, that'll be great. Apologies, he was on text.
If we land on water, take the life jacket from under
Chris, what does the designing
Hey, can I
factor
keep my right onto the
whether
stand
to
right
start
here, like,
engine
right
1 or
next to
2
me?
first?
Easy 122, yeah, that's confirmed. You can take a
Normally,
on your right.
it's individual airline standard
It
operating
happens, it's the
procedures.
same. It's fine.
when outside.
Yeah, so standard normal operating procedures from the airline. If you're doing a single engine taxi though, always start number 1 first. Holmes 3S, good evening, you're new. Oh, welcome to the channel. We're specifically on EasyJet operations, that's correct. Not standard Airbus.
Armrest down, window blinds open, and
Right, engine 2
We wish you
stabilised.
a pleasant flight with EasyJet.
And get rid of those. And rudder, arm the spoilers, rudder, flaps 1. Set the trim. Do you know what?
This is EZ122. Go out and enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.
Completely
if you
forgot
wanted
to do the
to,
before
thank you
start
very much,
checklist,
Mr.
which is a bit superfluous now, but we'll do it anyway. So the parking brake, of course, is now back on. Takeoff data is checked and confirmed. Windows are closed. New checklist though, new checklist. Does have the windows on, so hopefully we wouldn't have been caught out by that. The EFB and phone's turned off. Doors are closed and armed. And the beacon light is on. Right, let's run our after start checklist. Let's just go ahead and tell the guys that we've got good engine start. They can disappear. Anti-ice is off, econ status is checked, pitch trim is 29.1 and the rudder is neutral. So we will do a flight control check whilst we're here for that. So full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral rudder, full right rudder, full left, and neutral.
Unlocking the nose gear.
Rob, so you believe the engine start decision comes down to the hydraulics green versus yellow. So I think it's a Boeing thing to always start engine 2 first, and this is where I think quite a few people get confused that that's always the same thing with regards to the Airbus. Well, of course, particularly low-cost airlines, they always like to do a single-engine taxi whenever that is possible, in which case you want engine 1 first and the yellow hydraulic pump. We've discussed this so many times on the channel, and eventually what it boils down to is the fact that if something breaks, like a PTU, you want to be able to stop your aircraft. If you were doing a single engine taxi 1 and you lost braking, yeah, you'd be able to steer the aircraft, but you wouldn't be able to stop it. Much better to be able to stop the aircraft rather than worry about steering. But anyway, I digress. We're getting pretty much ready to go. Let's get our taxi clearance. Easy 53 uniform Quebec, we're ready for taxi.
Easy 53 uniform Quebec, thank you. Taxi to holding point Delta 1, runway 24, via Echo right onto Alpha.
Echo right onto Alpha, and then holding point Delta 1 for runway 24, Easy 53 uniform Quebec. Right, so quick double check, pretty certain we know where we're going, we've been here enough times. There we go, Echo right onto Alpha, straight out, wonderful. So quick beds check, no change to the performance. QNH is 1005. Engine out procedure is non-standard, 8 miles right hand turn back to the Edinburgh NDB. Let's put a bit more thrust behind that and actually get ourselves moving. Departure is goes on 1 Charlie, straight out, slight left turn to begin with, and initial climb is 6,000. Rob, you just got the Phoenix yesterday and answered your most burning question. No, you can't open the window during the cruise. Peter, you wish you could fly, but you're busy studying the new procedures that come. I saw those. God, how many pages? They do indeed look like a lot of work. It's a bit like me studying the new SOPs, though yours looked far more difficult. Pack Andrew, good evening. You're not late, sir, you're just in time. Oh, Chris Simpson, yeah, any time in a proper sim would be amazing, wouldn't it? On the difference between packs on versus packs off, if the packs are off, then you've just got better engine performance. Right, we'll get ourselves onto Alpha in a moment, then we'll do the taxi checklist. All quiet at Edinburgh tonight, isn't it? I do miss the days where we had loads, and I mean absolutely loads of ATC with London Control. Not just the airports, but the actual centres were always online, and yeah, it was always really, really good. Sadly, don't have that at the moment. Right, okay, so in fact, you know what? I'm just going to leave that on slightly so I can see the click spots for the lights. Right, let's do the taxi checklist. So flight controls have been checked. Flap setting is config 1. FMA climb nav blue 152 and 6000 blue. Radar and predictive future on. Eco memo takeoff no blue, and stow our EFBs. Oh, we've gotten rid of that one. That's good enough, isn't it? Right, should we actually get moving? Pack Andrew, you want to see quickly outside the aircraft, do you? There we go. Look at that, that's a bright light. Have I put the landing lights on by mistake? That's insanely bright. Oh no, it's just the taxi light. Blinding everybody. PV says that for him, the immersion is key. So it's Microsoft Flight Simulator every time. X-plane is like flying over Legoland. Might be a bit harsh, but I know what you mean. Kevin, you've really been loving FSLTL models. Do you know what I love? The ability to just sit there while I'm working and be really geeky. Position myself at an airport and watch the traffic coming in and out. I mean, it's almost as close as you're going to be able to get, isn't it? On my Easyjet, because I'm familiar with their standard operating procedures, that's why. Kevin, they also have contrails as well. Quite right. What another great thing for the immersion factor. They do indeed have contrails. Now, there's no further ATC available to us.
EG53 Uniform Quebec. Unfortunately, no further ATC available, so minus Unicom 122, that's right. Have a good flight.
Over to Unicom, thanks so much for the service. We'll see you next time. EG53 Uniform Quebec. And you can't really find the EasyJet SOPs, but there's a lot of documentation in our Discord, which is very similar.
Reference 104.
Blue Alpha 174, Edinburgh there, very good evening.
Right, so let's go ahead, get ourselves now onto Unicom 122.8.
10.
There we go. Let's do a final check. So the approach path looks clear. Wheel temperature's fine. Right, let's get ourselves lined up. An aircraft has just landed. Can't see it anymore. Okay, let's get ourselves on the runway. Edinburgh traffic EZ53 Uniform Quebec, lining up runway 24. What's that? Oh, that side stick calibration thing. It is annoying, that. It doesn't have any effect at all. Panos, the best feeling is drinking hot tea whilst watching your flights. Panos, that actually does sound really rather nice. I might have to try it sometime. That would be sad, wouldn't it? Right, line up checklist. So the cabin. Get sat down.
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff, please.
So cabin crew is secured for takeoff. Takeoff runways, runway 24 confirmed. TCAS, TARA, PAX 1 and 2 are off. Oh, there's that aircraft that's just landed, so...
Edinburgh traffic. Yeah, that's 362 is the standard on the Northwest following 24 and 19 miles off.
19 miles, he's miles away before it lands, so we've got plenty of time. Alright, we're good to go. Let's turn that off. And let's head to Gatwick. So, where is the click spot for the chrono? There we go. Take off. Chrono 50% M1. Engine stable, set takeoff thrust. Man flex. SRS runway. Hardly any wind. Checked. V1. Rotate. Nav. Gears up. I like to normally hand fly until we get to thrust reduction altitude, unless it's really busy. But this is a nice straight out departure, no ATC comms to make either. So just slightly lower the nose, and then thrust climb, climb. Pack one on. Oh, this simulator is just so beautiful. Flap 0, spoilers disarmed. So we've got no further ATC. We'll go ahead, we'll climb ourselves up. Let's give ourselves a decent climb. We'll head up to flight level 190. Pop that into open climb if I can find the right click spot. Well, there we go, that'll do. Okay, autopilot 1 is now engaged. Flight level 170 blue. HD would have been screaming out for that autopilot just then. 200 feet off the ground, boom, it's on. It's nice when there's not too much to do and you can just hand fly a little bit.
And the traffic hearing is 362, fully established, left runway 24 and 9 miles out.
Kevin, is it easier thing to have a less on for departure? No, that was purely there for in case the for redundancy. So, do you remember how we said that the engine out procedure was at 8 miles from the ILS DME? So the 8 miles from India Tango Hotel. Hang on, just bring those in. So 8 miles from India Tango Hotel.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we needed to make a right-hand turn. Well, that is why I had the LS turned on, because it was on down here. We got the distance shown there. So, had everything gone wrong, and for some reason I had to fly using raw data, I got raw data down there, so I knew when I was 8 miles away. Obviously, we'd programmed it in the secondary flight plan. We could have used that autopilot flight, but just in case, again, things go wrong, you've got the backup. Right, we're at 10,000 feet, so get airports now on the EFIS. We'll come down here, go to the progress page, sorry, performance page. Cost index of 0, secondary flight plan. We'll copy the active flight plan now because we're past the engine out procedure. And we'll go to the rundown page and we can go ahead and now clear all of those out. Looks like rain showers over there, doesn't it? If you're enjoying the content on the channel and this stream in particular, then please do remember to hit the like button. Makes a huge difference to the channel. It really, really does. So every single one of those likes is very much appreciated. So thank you to everybody who's already gone ahead and done that. Mark Oxley, my sincere apologies on Twitch. Given a prime sub on Twitch. Mark, so sorry that I missed that. I hope you're still with us here, Mark. My apologies, but I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Martin HD wasn't looking with the stream today. Well, Martin, we're sorting him out. Something special arrived at HD's house today. Now all he needs to do is work out how to upgrade the PC. So hopefully we're going to put his issues to an end shortly. Right, okay, I think we can get seatbelt signs off now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned off the seatbelt sign and you are now free to move around the cabin.
Controlling Warsaw, rating us with a party of 10 on Twitch. Controlling Warsaw, thank you so much. Welcome, guys. Welcome. You've just joined us as we're passing flight level 160 for 170. We're now actually going to go ahead out to our cruising altitude because there's no ATC to tell us. Flight level 31 is absolutely fine. So let's go ahead. Select that. Flight level 310 blue. All done. So, Jacob Vanger, hello. Welcome, guys. On when do we turn on the wing and anti-icing? So when the ground temperature, so if you like the TAT is below 10 degrees, the SAT is above minus 40 degrees, and you're flying through the visible moisture, which I think we're about to do looking at this. We might just get away with it actually. Now quite often what you will get here is you will on this departure you'll get almost a direct to, so we can stick with that. We can go direct to, normally we get a direct to Dean Cross, don't we? So we can go ahead and we'll go ahead and do that now. Direct Dean Cross, we'll use the beam points for that, and there we go. So there we go, direct Dean Cross. Bangber and Control also, thank you so much for following. Hey Lewis. Chris also going direct to Dean Cross as well if it's quiet. Yeah, even when you're on under ATC control, chances are they'll give you a nice little direct there. So why not? Right then, guys. We're on our way. Flying towards a rather nice looking moon this evening. Austrian Dirk, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. And Jacob on Twitch as well, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Have a look, see if we can see any other traffic knocking about. With the new models giving contrails, they would perhaps be a little bit easier to see, wouldn't they? Panos, one difference you've noticed between the 320 and the 737 is that the Boeing aircraft's flight computer you think is more easier to navigate through. Do you think so, Panos? I get lost every time in a raft of different pages. I can't find things, whereas there aren't sort of pages within pages. If you like, okay, there are kind of, in terms if you want to access the fixes page and things like that, but mostly everything else is exactly what it is. Marino Flight Sim, thank you for subscribing as well on YouTube. Welcome to the channel. Controlling also, you're now off to pop back in for your landing. Controlling, thank you so much for coming, and thank you for the raid as well, Controlling. Really do appreciate that. Hope you have a good landing too. Ewald saying as well on Twitch, he also gets lost in Boeing, but it goes both ways. I suppose if I spent a bit more time trying to study it, I'd manage to work my way through, but I still find Airbus more intuitive in every single system it has. Peter, how you doing with your readings? Says the MDT is 164 pages, but 30 of them are indexed and the other AIP information not directly relevant to the new procedures. It's still a lot of paper and a lot of ink. And knowing you, Peter, the job you do, you'll scrutinise every single page. Sketchmaker, you can never fly in the game. Why is that, my friend? Pasha, thank you for subscribing. Chris, you did a rotation from Heathrow up to Glasgow earlier today. Weather in Glasgow was awful. I had to go around. The main thing is, Chris, that you decided to go around and not just carry on regardless, which I have been guilty of a time or two when time has been short. Anna, with Easyjet stops, when are the landing lights used? So on... well, start at the beginning. So when you are departing, then just turn them off when you're happy. 10,000 feet max, and then when you're coming back in, turn them on. 10,000 feet. They usually get turned on for the first time just as you're lining up with your takeoff clearance, or your line-up clearance. That moon does look nice, doesn't it, tonight, Martin? Okay, I want to get rid of the anti-ice. I don't think we need it anymore. We're above those clouds. Oh, Peter, are you getting brand new fix and waypoint names? That will be interesting. Definitely going to have to come and pay a visit. Look at our heading and look at our track now, guys. That's insane. We did see that the jet stream was blowing straight over the UK tonight. A 95 knot crosswind. It's not going to be anything like that, of course, when we get to Gatwick. Yeah, Ewald, you posted a pic on the Discord of the view from Bergen today. I'll have to go and check that out, Ewald. Luke, is there some wind tonight? There absolutely is, but it's all in the air, so it's not anything that we're going to sort of see coming into land. I will. Might just go ahead and grab the weather for Gatwick, see what's happening. Peter, the bots are indeed active today. They just like us, that's what it is. They know we're fine fellows.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we could be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Anna asks on SimBrief how you meant to know how many passengers you have. You use the Easyjet format and there's already payload. And that is because, Anna, in the real world, the operational flight plan that Easyjet have doesn't tell them how many passengers they have. It does just give a payload. So what they will get is they get a load sheet from the dispatcher letting them know how many passengers they have got on board. Then any LMCs as they go, which is kind of what you get here in the Phoenix. You get your preliminary load sheet telling your passengers and things, and then you get the final load sheet which has any LMCs on it, which as you know, we have to just scrutinise and make sure there's not too many differences. Andreas, you've downloaded GSX profiles for some airports, but the gates do not match with the parking positions. You have to update them manually. I think the main thing you need to make sure, Andreas, is that the downloaded GSX profiles for the airports that you have in the simulator are for those profiles, because most profiles for GSX have been created for handcrafted airports, not default airports. So for instance, you couldn't use a GSX profile for Mako simulations as Manchester Airport and you then load into the default Manchester scenery and expect it to work, because it wouldn't. They'd be slightly off. Luke, do I normally fly the A320? Yeah, it's very rare I fly anything else. Holmes 3, how do I know Easyjet SOPs? Friends in high places. And for you as an Navidex plane user, is there any way to find out the passengers using the payload? You can divide the payload by that. So I've forgotten what SimBrief has it set to by default. I can't remember if a passenger is around 75 kilograms, something like that. Plus, I don't know if it's 25, 30 kilograms baggage. You can check these settings and it will tell you. Ginger, do I have any tips setting up tips or setups when using FSLTL and VATSIM to be able to tell which is which? Find yourself waiting at a holding point because there was an aircraft departing, but it was AI. Don't use VATSIM and FSLTL traffic injector at the same time. That is just a recipe for chaos. Right, 500 feet to go, then we're at our cruising altitude. What temperature are we at? Oh, we're still going to need anti-ice if we're going to find our way through these cloud layers. It's not quite cold enough. Hey Mark, hope you're well. Flamamine, you've just joined British Airways Virtual to get all your flight planning. It's a good idea. Panos, we all remember Stelios when he first set up the airline. Macalt Star. Mark, good evening. Your desktop died today. I am not quite sure what you mean by that, Mark. Doesn't sound good, whatever it is. Right, Alt Cruise. Let's go back to our performance. Pop in the cost index of 4 and set. Ah, there we go. Let's just check the SD pages.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we've been delighted to hear that we're now at our cruising altitude, and we hope to give you a nice view throughout the flight as we have good weather ahead and should be experiencing any turbulence. Of course, this means that you will not spill any of your drinks that you may have from the cabin crew as they begin to start making their way around the aircraft. Could you please ensure that the eyes are kept clear so the cabin crew can offer you their cabin service, which will begin shortly. A reminder that Easyjet SIM pilot channel members are able to access free drinks throughout the duration of the flight. Thank you, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the remainder of the flight.
Seriously, that wind's going to be affecting us all the way down. Right, we're now just over Dean Cross. Let's do a quick fuel check as well. So, what we got? We took 6 tons with the contingency. That's around 700 kilograms extra. Okay, so at Dean Cross, 19 minutes in, and we should have around 4.1 tons. Excellent. That little shortcut saved us about 10 seconds, and 4.1 tons, we've just got under 4.4, so fuel check's great. We've got some en route weathers, we're sitting happy. Lovely. Kevin, there's no weather radar in the navigation display for the Phoenix, right? That is correct, just because it's not been fully opened yet by Azobo for the guys to be able to go ahead and program that in. Sadly. Christian, good evening, Christian. How are you doing, sir? Sheen, do I have smoke coming out the back of the plane? I sincerely hope not, but I suspect you don't mean smoke. Let's have a quick look. Nope, not today. Oh, goodness me, I've left the flight deck door open. Yeah, that's a no-no. Sorry, guys. I need to close this. Whoopsie. That's not standard operating procedures, by the way. Dark, when's the tea service? You don't want tea, do you? You want something a little bit stronger. Elk, because there's no coverage for Edinburgh departure, did I disconnect from VATSIM? No, we're still on VATSIM. We're just flying on the we're just flying on Unicom at the moment. So guys, whilst we're in this nice steady quiet phase of flight, there is something you guys can now try. Now I am still setting this up, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit, but you are soon going to be rewarded for your loyalty, and you can start ordering things to drink. So you can order cups of tea, for example. You'll be able to order a sandwich, a whiskey. If you are really loyal, you'll be able to get yourself a nice model plane. Of course, this is all fancy, of course. Let me just see if I can show you exactly what I mean. So let's see. Okay, can you guys see this? So at the moment I'm still in the midst of setting this up, but pretty soon, coming to our in-flight menu, we're going to have jam and toast tea, or you can have a standard tea, a cup of coffee, get yourself a nice beer, glass of wine, sandwich, whiskey, Easyjet toy plane, 5,000 points needed for that, mind, a little Easyjet mug, and a pillow to make your economy seat a lot more interesting. J-Hog, I'll have to add dark fruit as well. Now, I still need to work out how we go ahead and set this up so you guys can actually use it. You might actually be able to use it already. I don't know if just typing in !T will get you a cup of tea. But yeah, I've not even worked out yet how you can check how many points you guys have each got. But it is coming. I need to do a little bit more work for that. Christian pillow fight. I love it. I mean, go ahead and try it if you want. I'm not even sure if that's there working. Brian, I have been speaking to Digital to sort this out. Yes, quite right too. But you need to have enough points, enough loyalty points to be able to go ahead and order the things like that. So again, I just need to kind of put all that information out together to see how it's going to work. So for instance, let's just see who's got the most loyalty points at the moment. And loyalty points are given for different things, so it's the amount of time, minutes you've spent watching, if you're chatting, if you've donated as well, of course. So currently at the top of the chat, goodness me, Peter Scarab, you're like a millionaire with points, Peter. You've got like 20,000 points. That's ridiculous. So yeah, definitely need to go ahead and work out how we get that sorted. Oh, there we go, Dark. Dark's leading the way. So, exclamation point tells Dark Fury you have one frequent flyer mile. I need to change the name of that. I think we're going to call them easy points. Easy points makes sense, doesn't it? So that'd be quite neat. It's then what we need to actually go in and type in so you guys can actually redeem those points. So it'll work itself out. I'm sure. And what do points make, Mark? Quite right too. Right, we should be on the ground in around 50 minutes, I'm reckoning. Look at all that cloud covering England at the minute. That's beautiful. Now all we need to do is somehow work out how to redeem those points. Abed, any news about the Neo coming to the Phoenix? Not that I'm aware of, not yet. Josh Fox, do I think it's worth getting a degree before looking at becoming a pilot? No, not necessarily. I mean, lots of people do go down that route, but if you can get... The problem is now, getting yourself into an airline to fly is just... It's not the same as it used to be. You used to get yourself onto a nice program and away you went. It's not like that anymore. So perhaps having a backup is not a bad idea. Pete Sanders says it's crazy to think you could smoke in the past on aircraft. I know that is ridiculous. Christian, you're going to save all your points and wait for the day where you can enable a random failure in the sim by spending a huge amount of points. I could add that, couldn't I? someone does that, and there you go. Brian, does monthly subscription and membership add to YouTube? Yeah, so membership does, as far as I'm aware. Yes. Hey, Captain Creeps. Dark Fury, don't forget to add the toilet. You don't need to spend points to go to the toilet, do you? I need to work out how you guys can redeem them now, so someone can order a cup of tea. I'm pretty certain the command for that is the exclamation mark T, if you have enough points for it, of course. Who could try that out? Peter Scarrop and Kevin Lane, you've both got loads of points today, so you can go ahead and do that. Dark Fury, have you got enough points for a cup of tea? You might not have. Josh Fox, if you're looking at getting a degree in something like aerospace engineering, that is definitely a good way of proving your worth to any future airlines. I bet so. Points are gained in fact, you know what? Let me see if I can work this out for you. Right, so the points are awarded every 15 minutes to everybody. People who are watching get 1 point every 15 minutes. People who are chatting get 5 points every 15 minutes. For those new subscribers, so subscribers who subscribe during the live streams get 200 points. Those who become a member get 1,500 points. And those who donate get 1,000 points. Brian, I think you're right. I think you need to type exclamation mark redeem and then whatever you want. So perhaps redeem and then the item that you're after. I haven't yet added the command, Brian, for menu. I need to go ahead and do that. As I say, I'm still in the midst of actually setting this up, but I thought it'd be great just to give you guys a preview of what's coming up. Pack Andrew, we should be on the ground in around 30 minutes or so, something like that. So for instance, for the menu, you're going to have a look at just typing in something like redeem tea, for example. And hopefully it might start to work. I have no idea if it's going to work or not, to be honest with you. I might need to do a couple of private streams to see if we can get it sorted. Panos, you've just seen the membership video and I have a different voice from back then. Anyway, really? Maybe I wasn't quite as knackered as I am now. Seems the redeem feature isn't working, is it? Oh, hang on a minute. Let me just try something. Right. Try redeeming the T again with the exclamation mark redeem and then T. Might have just spotted a problem with the way I'd set that up. Why don't you go ahead and do that? Just going to start looking at setting our arrival up. Chris Simpson, oh, with a £5 super chat. Chris saying just bagging points for whiskey. Oh, Chris, thank you so much. I am going to have to get this working. I am going to have to get this working now, aren't I? Oh, there you go, Kevin. You've just got a cup of tea. How is that not in the database? Oh, there we go. It's 2-6 left. Oh, guys, there you go. Peter's just getting a cup of tea. Right, I know what I've done wrong here in the setup of this. So at the moment, only tea's working. I know what I've gone and done wrong. It's a quick fix, though. I'm going to end up missing our top of descent briefing because I'm going to be setting this up. Right, I reckon now... 1 second... Jam tea will give you the special jam and toast tea. That should now work if you redeem jam tea. Well, enough of that. Let me go ahead and set this up, check the arrivals. So what we got: Honolly, Kidley, Holly, Willow. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, I like it tells you if you can't afford tea. How awful of it. It tells you what you can't afford. Right, what veer have we got coming in? Come here. Kidley transitions. This should be coming in via... Is it... via Willow, isn't it? Christian, jam and toast tea does cost double. Yes, absolutely it does. I could see we're going to have quite a bit of fun with this. Okay, so the arrival looks fine. I'm happy with the flight plan. Yeah. Okay, that's all good. Echo, Golf, Kilo, 26. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Doing the brief coming into Gatwick isn't something I'm too concerned about. We've done it so many times. Do need to sort out the weather though, so we'll do that. Peter, thank you for a very kind super chat saying, just remember not to forget the top of descent. I know, right? All these things you guys can go ahead now and order. Let's just go ahead and get the weather. I'm going to cheat and do it this way. Quick 80s, 26 left's in use, that's fine. So we've got 210 at 11, a little bit of a crosswing then. Uh, 16 degrees, 1016. A little bit of a trigger now. I'd like to set this one up. There's a big difference, isn't there, between Edinburgh and London with regards to the QNH. 1016 visibility is 999, so that gives us an RA of 396. So that's all set up. Gives us speeds, cleans 221, then 186, 142, VLS 131, VAT 136. Wonderful. Just under 3 tons. Let's copy the active. Awesome. Bit hazy. We did brief that we'll perhaps need the anti-ice on throughout this. Right. Time for the arrival brief. So, weather currently at Gatwick, we've got those. Well, we've just seen it, haven't we? Yeah, so we've got winds 210-11, so a little crosswind coming in from the left, not a big one as we come in, should be okay. A few clouds, 1200, we're open 3400. QNH is 1016. Runway conditions doesn't say that it's wet or anything daft like that, so we should be okay. Aircraft is still all working and serviceable, nothing broken. Threats to be aware of. It's usually a bit busy coming into Gatwick, so we'll need to pay attention to Unicom and the ATC if they are online. Let's have a quick check to see if anybody is online. Gatwick Approach is indeed online, 126825, so we'll contact them shortly. So that's fine. So yeah, there's just a little bit of a threat. We might get rerouted, something like that. So we need to keep in mind, keep our own calculations going with regards to what we're doing, getting down, making sure we're on profiles, such like that. But other than that, should be fine. Other things just to be aware of then. So we're expecting runway 26 left, Kidley 1 Golf. Arrival. We'll get ourselves down to 150 when we hit our top of descent. As we get going, obviously following everything, expecting 7,570 at Willows, max speed of 220 there. ATC may pause off this ahead and just bring us right in behind Mayfield and back around if that's the case. That's absolutely fine as long as we're expecting it. If that is the case, I normally then like to be green dots by Mayfield, flaps 1 is waiting close to ILS intercept, and then flaps 2 with the glide. We'll use auto brake low as we're vacating our taxiway. Let's get the proper one up. If we vacate the taxiway, then look at vacating at Fox Romeo or Golf Romeo. If that is the case, we cross the runway and we're straight on to Juliet. Good stuff. Could potentially do a single engine taxi in as well, given that it can be a bit of a trek as we go there. Quick check on the ILS. But we've done this loads of times. So normal 3-degree approach. Runway visual range above 550 meters, so it's going to be a Cat 1.
Between Birmingham traffic, Sky is 1168, taxiing at runway 15 for departure.
And then we'll expect taxi via Juliet, Romeo, and either Kilo or Lima to get to our normal stance. Oh, Chris, mate, that is incredibly generous. Thank you so much for your £10 donation, Chris. It says, happy landings, enjoyed learning on the stream tonight, well deserved, have a whiskey. Chris, thank you so much. You'll have just earned yourself a shed load of points as well. You'll be able to afford to get an Easyjet toy. Right, there's our top of descent. Let's head down.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck once again, you will be delighted to hear that we will shortly be starting our descent into
Thrust idle descent 150 blue.
We'll start preparing for our arrival. If you could please make sure that all the aisles are clear and the cabin crew are able to make their way around the aircraft without any luggage in the aisles, that would be most appreciated. A reminder for our Easyjet Private members that free drinks are still available from the cabin crew until the seatbelt lights are turned on. Please note, however, that the toilets will shortly go out of use. Thank you.
God, it's murky, isn't it? Oh, look at the contrail. Yes, that's what we want to see. How good does that look? Chris, that's the real reason. I need to go ahead and update these because the... yeah, I'd made a mistake in the way I'd set these up. Right. Well, if anyone wants to get the Easyjet toy then now, you can go ahead and do that, and the it would be the exclamation mark redeem and then toy, if you have enough points, of course. They're blooming expensive, those things, even in real life. Anna, the runway visual range is usually shown with regards to the visibility at your airport. Now, because visibility is 9 at 9 or 10 kilometers, then it's not going to say RVR. But if it's very low visibility, then you can you will quite often see on the Meta RVR and then the range. Brian, I don't think the updated SOPs are yet in the pilot's briefing room. I would have to check that. Right, let me dial in the frequency for Gatwick. What we got? 12682.
Birmingham traffic coverage 168, departing runway 15 to the south.
Yeah, so Gatwick traffic is 126.825, and I believe he's doing all of that. Goodness me, where's that? Oh, it's Shoreham. Echo Golf Kilo Alpha, didn't that? Shoreham Tower is online, suitable for GA aircraft only. Oh, fantastic. If anyone fancies that. Anyway. Right, information Foxtrot is currently current in Gatwick. Can't wait to go ahead and get this point system set up. I think, particularly when we're doing longer streams, it's going to be quite neat, isn't it? Kevin, you have 16,991 frequent fly miles. You can buy everybody a cup of tea. Dark Fury, the difference between RVR and IRVR is what the runway visual range is the one the indicated visual range. I'm not sure. Ah, good spot. 126.825. There we go.
10120.
There we are.
Easy T7 Hotel Kilo. Welcome to Gatwick. Fenix right on Juliet. The computer's got you going to stand 562. Is that okay, or would you like something closer?
I'm happy with that, thank you.
Yeah, burn the floor.
Roger. You can taxi via Juliet, Romeo, Lima, Quebec Alpha, stand 562.
Gatwick approach, good evening, Easy 53 Uniform, Quebec passing flight level 200 for flight level 150, inbound Kidley, and we have information Foxtrot.
Easy 53 Uniform Quebec, Gatwick Director, hello, landing 26 left with no delay. A little bit outside my area there, but when you're ready, descend flight level 90.
Roger, clear, descend flight level at 90, Easy 53 Uniform Quebec.
Ryanair 12040, track path to run, descent to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1016.
So we set 9,000 on the FCU, and obviously we've got 150 Magenta, happy to leave that.
37 Victor Foxtrot, descend flight level 80.
7 flights later, Easy 37 Foxtrot. Director, can you just repeat the taxi instructions for Easy T7 Hotel Kilo?
Easy T7 Hotel Kilo, taxi via Juliet, Romeo, Lima, Quebec Alpha for stand 562.
Juliet, Romeo, Lima, Quebec Alpha for stand 562. Easy T7 Hotel Kilo.
Ava.
Panos, yeah, typo there. I've actually changed it now. They should now be called Easy Points. I say I'm still in the midst of setting this up, but
yeah,
Easy Points. I think that's a little bit better.
Heading 090, Ryanair 120.
Abed! Oh mate, thank you so much for your really kind donation there, Abed, saying I love to collect the toy airplanes. Might add the Easyjet to your collection as well. Abed, thank you so much, that is really kind and generous of you. Do appreciate that, and your continued support as well.
Ryanair 120, descent to altitude 4,000 feet.
10 to 4,000, Ryanair 120.
Panos, yeah, we'll change it now. Easy points. God, the weather looks amazing tonight, doesn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you could please return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. If you are travelling with an infant, please ensure that they are secured safely using the infant seatbelt provided. The toilets will now go out of use until the fasten seatbelt sign is turned on. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
Let's keep an eye on that flight plan.
Easy 37 Victor Foxtrot 40 track master run. When ready, descent altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1016.
Profile's starting to look better now.
Easy 37 Victor Foxtrot. Ryanair 120, speed 220 knots or greater.
Speed 220 or greater, Ryanair 120.
What's the temperature doing?
Good evening. Easy 17 Whiskey Golf at stand 113 with Foxtrot A320 now requesting clearance down to Beirut, France as filed.
Easy 17 Whiskey Golf, Gatwick, hello, Pideritz, Seaford 1 Zulu, squawk 7017.
And on the bird of the Seaford 1 Zulu, squawking 7017, Easy 17 Whiskey Golf.
Easy 17 Whiskey Golf, read back correct information.
Okay, push for managed speed, there we go.
Foxtrot current 10.
Dr. Magic redeemed massive gin and tonic.
Ryanair 120.
Honestly, I'm going to go and add more stuff and we'll get the menu sorted as well.
3,000, Ryanair 120.
There must be a way that you guys can bring up a menu.
Victor Foxtrot, descent altitude 5,000 feet, speed 220 knots. 5,000 feet and 220 knots. 37 Victor Foxtrot.
Ryanair 2 Delta Romeo, stand 20, push and start please.
Ryanair 2 Delta Romeo, stand 20, push start approved, face to the east.
Face east, push start approved, Ryanair 2 Delta.
Peter Dale, why is the pitot tube anti-ice not activated? Because as soon as the engines are on, it's automatic in the A320.
Ryanair 120, turn left heading 080 degrees.
Heading 080, Ryanair 120.
Yeah, Brian, I need to set up that menu command. That's all I need to do, and then yeah, you'll be able to see it. Doc, will I do a proper Easyjet food menu? That's a good idea. I know where I can get one.
Easy 17 Whiskey Golf. Just to confirm, you said the Seaford 1 Zulu departure.
Peter, redeem right engine fire. You're as bad as Christian.
Excellent.
Might add that in though. A mega amount of points and just redeem one random failure.
Ryanair 120, speed 180.
Flies in Mike, you don't normally put the approach into the do during the flight. You do it on the ground so that then the computer can compute all the fuel planning and all that, which a lot better. It can obviously change during the flight as well. Quite often you'll get to your destination and ATC will say, oh no, we've changed runways. Or a different approach, for example. Fun, I'm asking for problems. I'm not, because it's going to be like 1 billion points.
Easy 37 Victor Foxtrot, speed 180 knots. Speed 180 knots, easy 37 Victor Foxtrot.
Scotty, what does the weather radar... Try that again. What does the weather radar say? It says inop. It's not working. Right, 10,000 feet. We're going to go on full speed. Let's set that 250.
Ryanair 120, further back heading 360 degrees, space leg.
Approach phase activated.
Heading 360, right now 120.
J-Hog, we need to have Henderson's Relish on the menu. Thought it might be a real money earner. Who said earlier people have got more money than sense?
Gatwick Director, good evening. FedEx 295 with you at cargo 157, Boeing 737-800, requesting clearance to Frankfurt with information Foxtrot.
FedEx 295, Gatwick Director, hello, clear to Frankfurt, Minfo 1 Mike, squawk 5175.
Clear to Frankfurt via the Minf 1 Mike, the port assist, squawk 5175, FedEx 295.
FedEx 295, read that correct.
Oh, are we going to fly the full procedure, or is it going to peel us off? Let's see.
295.
We could do it. 10,000 feet by this ring, and I'm happy.
Heading 295, establish a localizer down to 26 left, right now 120.
Peter, is that a challenge? Imagine spending all those points I push for the random failure, and I get a rad out 1 failure. Oh, the disappointment.
Easy 37 Victor Foxtrot, turn left heading 360 degrees, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
Just listening out for our call sign now, Easy 53 Uniform Quebec.
Easy 37 Foxtrot.
Might get further descent in a moment. Civilian, thank you for subscribing.
T10 Nautical, let's fly in, see you.
J-Hog, I'm not surprised you skinned.
Easy 53 Uniform Quebec, descend flight level 80.
Descent flight level 80, Easy 53 Uniform Quebec. 80 blue. Back in open descent, please. Not open descent. Managed descent, thank you. Speed descent.
Or switch them to airplane mode until after we have landed. Please note that the aircraft toilets are now out of use. If you wish to become a Easyjet
Right, 120 speed 160 knots or greater, maintain until 40 min.
we'll be happy to assist you.
160 greater till 40, right now 120.
Ryanair 2000, Romeo, contact.
Ryanair 2000.
India Whiskey is identified.
If you could call that please 124 225.
124 225, speak shortly to that room.
Easy 37 Victor Foxtrot, turn left heading 300 degrees, was established localizer, descent glide past 26 left.
Thanks left 300 degrees. I was established localizer, descent glide past 26 left. Easy 37 Victor Foxtrot.
It's going to get in.
53 Uniform Quebec, after Midhurst, fly heading 100 degrees, vectors I left 26 left.
After Midhurst, fly heading 100, expect vectors ILS runway 26 left, Easy 53 Uniform Quebec. Yeah, it's about to get very, very dark, isn't it, under these clouds.
And Ryanair 120, just confirm maintaining speed 160 knots.
A firm currently speed 160, Ryanair 120.
Ryanair 120, thanks. Ryanair 120, number 1, contact Gatwick Tower 124.225, good night.
124.225, Ryanair 120, have a good one.
124.225 is in standby. Wind's calmed down a lot now, hasn't it? Now we've passed through that that jet stream. We're also a lot lower down, of course.
Easy 37 Victor Foxtrot, speed 160 knots, maintain until 40 min.
160 until 40 min, Easy 37 Victor Foxtrot.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for landing.
Easy 53 Uniform Quebec, 40 track miles to run. When ready, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH is 1016.
Descend altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1016 for Easy 53 Uniform Quebec. And now turn heading 100. Approach checklist. Barra F, QNH 1016. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums are 396 set. Auto brake low. EFB stowed. 40 track miles to run. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, we will
profile
shortly be
doesn't look
landing.
too bad.
Please
Should be
ensure
fine
your
actually.
cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window
We use
blinds
VS,
open.
don't need to head
You
down
now
that
need to be
quickly.
seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing.
Just
Please
tidy
help
up our
by
flight
handing
plan.
in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
Easy 37 Victor Foxtrot, number 2, contact Gatwick Tower 124.225, good night. Contact Tower 124.225 with the 37 Victor Foxtrot, thanks. Yep. Easy 53 Uniform Quebec, 30 track miles, descent to altitude 4,000 feet.
Descend altitude 4,000, Easy 53 Uniform Quebec. Just wondering if we can actually see Gatwick at all. There it is.
Easy 53 Uniform Quebec, left turn heading 080 degrees downwind.
Left turn 080 degrees, Easy 53 Uniform Quebec. He's going to bring us in nicely, isn't he? This is going to be a Copenhagen approach. There it is. There's Gatwick.
Cabin crew, seats for landing.
Start slowing ourselves down, I think, once we're abeam. Christian also just reminded me there, don't forget to slow down. Nah. Once we're abeam, we'll have plenty of time. There it is. Peter, that's the best kind of approach, indeed. Okay, back to manage speed. Christian, we just have to ask for the visual now. We could do it technically with the with the weather. However, with the SOPs we're following, no, we can't. Got a nice tailwind pushing us forward anyway. So, my guess is we can see aircraft on TCAS, we're going to get slotted in behind them.
Easy 53 Uniform Quebec, descent altitude 3,000 feet.
Descend altitude 3000, easy 53 Uniform Quebec. $3,000 blue. I wish that zoom would stay where I put it.
Director, hello, Ryanair 2 Delta Romeo, 4,000 feet, north of 1 X-ray.
Ryanair 2 Delta Romeo, Director, hello, climb now, flight level 150.
Climb now, flight level 150, Ryanair 2 Delta Romeo.
Army plays, radio check. I can read you, literally. Start to see that glide slope coming up in a minute. That aircraft is almost a beamers. We can expect a left-hand turn. Flaps 1. And then you know how the rest goes.
Thank you, Ryanair 2 Delta Romeo.
Here it comes.
EG53 Uniform Quebec, speed 180 knots, turn left heading 040 degrees.
Speed 180, left heading 040 degrees. Easy 53 Uniform Quebec. Flaps 1. Speed check, flaps 1. Oh, come on, zoom. And Easy 53 Uniform to Quebec just confirmed the heading was 040 degrees.
Easy 53 Uniform Quebec, further left heading 360 degrees, base leg.
360 degrees now for Easy 53 Uniform Quebec. Going to end up with a nice 13-mile final here. That wind's still quite strong though. It's going to be a headwind. It's not that strong as we get down there, but we can expect, of course, for it to spin around, so it's coming furthermore from the left.
Uniform Quebec, turn left heading 290 degrees. Once established localizer, descend glide path 26 left.
Left heading 290 and once established on the localizer, descend with the glide. Easy 53 Uniform Quebec. Glide slope lock blue. Cat 3 dual to pilot 1-2. Didn't brief the go around, did I? Missed approach altitude 3,000 feet. And yeah, straight ahead, and then we're passing 2,000 feet or 1 mile ILSDME, whichever is later. Left turn heading 178.
Delta Romeo, no further ATC, set Unicom 122.8, go.
22.8, thanks for your help. Ryanair 2 Delta Romeo, bye.
Can I get 1733, Gatwick, SA, radio check.
Sounds like he's got cartoon on in the background.
Hello, report passing altitude and climb now, flight level 130.
Lockstar?
Currently passing 3,400, expect the flight level maintained, shall be 2030.
Flight level 130 initially for Tomjet 1732.
Tomjet 1733, initial flight level 130.
Not going to worry too much about getting flaps 2 out straight away. Look at the headwind, that's going to keep us...
Quebec, once established, speed 160 knots or greater, maintain until 40 me.
Okay, now I am. Speed 160 knots or greater till 40 me. Easy 53 Uniform Quebec. I thought it was going to slow us down early, it's not, and so we're okay. Glide slope star, missed approach altitude, 3,000 feet set. Okay, we'll start configuring now. So flaps 2, speeds checked, flaps 2. So we can expect that wind to really spin around from the left as we start to get a little bit lower down, so just be prepared for that. Christian saying the exact same, yeah, I can stay on flaps 1 with that headwind.
Roger 1733.
You're reading my mind, Christian.
London control on.
Then again, we've been doing this for a couple of years now, haven't we? Red Alta's alive.
Native London South on Monday. You can give them a call. It looks like they're not set up though yet. I'll let you know if they come online.
Roger that, Tomjet 1733.
Little gust there. And another one just there. That's not me.
EG53 Uniform Quebec, number 1. Contact Gatwick Tower 124225. Have a good rest of your stream. Good night.
Over to Tower. Thank you very much for the service. EG53 Uniform Quebec. Good night. Gatwick Tower, EG53 Uniform Quebec, established 6 miles.
EG53 Uniform Quebec, Gatwick Tower, hello. 26 left, clear to land, wind 210, 10 knots.
Good land, 26 left, EG53 Uniform Quebec. Okay, gear, spoilers. I just want to pull 60 until 4 DME. Flaps 3, speeds checked, flaps 3. So they become a little bit hazy. Okay, good enough. Flaps full. 4 miles landing checklist. Cabin secured. Go around altitude 3,000 feet. Steady memo landing number.
Station, say the call sign.
EG840.
It is a bit windy, isn't it? Hopefully you guys can see that as well.
So EG8483.
8546.
Okay, what about R5 control?
To Edinburgh, Lambourne 6, Mike departure, 26 left, squawk 5406.
Cleared Edinburgh via the Lambourne 6, Mike departure, squawking 5406 for EG840.
It's not often I see traffic to the left of this runway.
AG17 Whiskey Golf after landing company EZ320 via Alpha 2, line up away, 26 left behind.
Did we get all the lights?
26 left behind the landing company, EZ17 Whiskey Golf.
500.
Stable. There's that wind starting to spin round now, look.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue. Let's keep just forcing that down. Oh, another little gust.
100.
It is floating a bit, this, isn't it?
40. 30. 20. Retard.
Flare.
5.
Where was that flare? Okay, spoilers deployed, reverse green.
Go for Scaffer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Tower, Golf Oscar.
will be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties.
Golf Oscar Alpha Tower.
Until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access.
Golf Oscar Alpha PA28 QNH1016 information.
Oh, what was that touchdown rate? There didn't seem to be much flare come out of the back pressure that I put there. I don't know if I was slightly delayed.
Didn't
think I was.
210, 10 knots, 126 left, clear takeoff.
Just left, clear takeoff, EZ17
On
Whiskey
behalf
Golf.
of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today.
AZ53 Uniform Quebec, Juliet, Romeo and Kilo, stand 106.
Destination information. Check out our official
Juliet
Facebook
Romeo
page,
Kilo stand
Twitter,
106,
or
easy
EasyJet
53
app.
Uniform Quebec. 456 something. Okay, maintenance not required, but it's certainly not nice. They would have felt that.
Easyjet 483, question start, stand 12.
The printer's not printing anything, so I'm happy.
Easy 8483, Squawk 5406.
5406, Easyjet 483.
Gatwick Tower, good evening. Skyways 1752, Airbus A320, stand 108, requesting guide for clearance to Amsterdam Schiphol.
Skyways 1752, Tower, hello, cleared to Schiphol, Frame at 1, Mike departure, 26 left, Squawk 4436.
Cleared to Schiphol via Bank 1, Mike departure, runway 26 left, Squawk 4436, Skyways 175.
1752, thanks, correct. Break easy,
Right,
17 Whiskey
where are
Golf,
we
sorry
going?
for that aircraft there, I'm not in contact with him. Contact director 126.825, bye.
No worries, 126,
Juliet,
Easy 17 Whiskey Golf.
Romeo, Uniform,
FedEx 295, requesting taxi.
stand 106.
FedEx 295, taxi Sierra, hold Sierra 1.
Dog, that was a bit of a random
Sierra, hold Sierra
Ryanair landing, wasn't it?
FedEx 295.
It's okay.
Gavin Tower, Skyways 3430, information start gate 118. Skyways 3430, prison start approved, QNH is 1016, face to the east.
If you have enjoyed the flight, guys, please don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Do appreciate that, and everybody that has done it.
Golf Oscar Alpha, taxi to holding point Tango 1 for now.
Taxi holding point Tango 1, Golf Oscar.
I'm sure he gave me instructions for Juliet Romeo uniform. Pretty certain I'm not taking any uniform. Oh, Peter, glad you enjoyed the flight, my friend.
Easyjet 483, stand 12, ready for start.
Lee, glad you enjoyed it as well.
Prison start approved, face to the west, QNH 1016.
It's one of my favourite routes, nipping between Edinburgh and Gatwick. Both ways as well. Both ways are great, great little routes to fly, and obviously a real-world flight routing from EasyJet.
Skyways 1752, ready for push start.
Panos, good night, my friend. Yeah, sorry about the landing. For some reason, I'm pulling back and wasn't quite as responsive as I was hoping for, but there you go. Blame the pilot.
FedEx 296, make a correction 2905, make a left turn onto Juliet, Zulu.
Not
and
too
Mike,
precious on
holding
that.
point Mike 1, 26 left.
Turn left onto Juliet, Zulu, Mike, and then hold Mike 1 at 26 left, FedEx 295.
Of course, I'm going to blame the simulator for the fact that I can't pan around my cockpit while turning still. Aero, it's not so much just a fan, I just know the standard operating procedures, so can keep things as realistic as possible then. Mayday, there did seem to be a couple of gusts come around, which, as Christian's just said, they weren't in the METAR, so who knows.
Clear Inverness, land on 6 Mike, runway 26 left, and Squawk 7247, easy 538 Whiskey.
538 Whiskey sounds correct.
Flapping mean you went between Edinburgh and Gatwick 6 times in one day. That's more than the real pilots do.
Golf Oscar Alpha, make a left turn there on Juliet, and then Charlie, hold Charlie 1, 26 left.
Right, should we call GSX up?
Turn left onto Juliet, then Charlie, and then to holding point Charlie 1, 26 left, Oscar Alpha, thank you.
Gatwick, good evening. JetBlue 192
26 with hotel requesting departure clearance to Boston type A321 Neo. JetBlue 1926 Tower.
Oh wow, listen to that.
To Boston, Novma 1 X-ray departure off 26 left.
Overnight flight to Boston in an A321 Neo.
Novma 1 X-ray.
Oh, amazing stuff.
7022 JetBlue 1926.
Hey Nick, I've been having that issue as well sometimes. Not during live streams, touch wood, but when messing around filming videos and whatnot. Maybe I'm requesting too much too soon. But yeah. Hunter, you're going to attempt to use GSX PACX and Flight 6. Yeah, you should have no problems with all that. It should be absolutely fine. Just realised we didn't get the single engine taxi in. Never mind.
And Tower Sky 3430 taxi. Skyways 3430 taxi via Juliet and Mike, holding point Mike 126 left, give way to Easy Airbus.
What on earth is that?
Juliet Mike 126 left, give way to Easy.
Oh, we've got a VATSIM spammer. Excellent. Dot wallop. Parking brakes on. And engines 1 and 2 shut down. Seatbelt signs can come off.
Easy 8483 via Mike 126 left, here takeoff, wind 210, 10 knots.
He was that Dark Fury. Brilliant. GSX, you can deboard as well now.
Skyways 3430, give way to FedEx 737 just out your right hand side there.
The trolls always do seem to appear at Gatwick for some reason, don't they? Wonder why.
The boarding requested.
Flamamine, you said last time we were here at Gatwick we had the guy taking off, didn't we? Straight towards us. That's just what happens, I guess. Right, well, I think we are done.
Go Oscar Alpha, it's going to be about 5 minutes. Roger, all good, thank you.
Are the wing lights on? What are they doing on?
Easy 538 Whiskey, stand 101, request push to start.
Easy 538 Whiskey, push to start approved, face to the east, QNH 1016.
To start through, face east, QNH 1016, Easy 538 Whiskey.
Do love this scenery. Hats off to whoever the the JetBlue guys heading over to Boston tonight from Gatwick on an A321 Neo. That sounds like an epic stream. I wish I had time to do such a thing. Right guys, thank you so much for your support this evening. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Time for me to leave you all in peace. I will go ahead and continue getting that menu set up, and then we can have a good play during flights. You guys can order all sorts of things and redeem your easy points for your loyalty. Thank you so much to everyone who has donated and contributed to our channel tonight during the stream, and of course to these VATSIM Pilot channel members. As always, thank you so much for your continued support. Love this community. You guys are all absolutely amazing. Can't wait to see you on the next one. Have a great evening, everybody. See you all next time. Good night.